Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
A beautiful fall day in Franklin, Indiana. Late October football coming your way here on IndianaSRN. Welcome to Fott Stadium, home of Franklin Grizzlies football. The 2-3 Grizzlies hoping to avenge a homecoming loss, a sour defeat that they had just last week to Rose-Hulman on this very field. They welcome in the winless Manchester Spartans at 0-5. Another clash of teams in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference coming your way this afternoon on IndianaSRN. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955, 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermakers Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Bertner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrical partner since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy, they bring Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. And by Liuna, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunity. Alongside the coach, Keith Myers, I'm Jarrett Lewis. Welcome in to this, another edition of HCAC football on IndianaSRN. Coach, we kind of talked about it just a little bit ago and before the broadcast began, but Franklin coming off that homecoming loss to Rose-Hulman, a game they should have won, a game that at one point they were up by 21 points, and Rose-Hulman scored the final 21 points to steal one away on homecoming for the Grizzlies. So you got to think that this team might have a little bit of a sour taste in their mouth. Not the way you want to start conference play. They're probably going to come out here ferocious like a Grizzly, I guess you could say, to try to get one back in the conference.
Yeah, we talked to the coach on the coach's show on Friday, and the first thing he said is he reminded me of the wide world of sports. The agony of defeat was definitely yesterday or last week because they felt they had that game at grasp. And he said that he thought midway through the third quarter, he felt the momentum changed a little bit. And I tell you what, Rose-Hulman, hats off to them. They never quit. They never stopped, played very well. But this might be a different tune today. They are prepared for this. They've had fall break, so they've had some time away from football, maybe a day or two, but it should be interesting. But if you look at the standings, Jarrett, Bluffton leads the league at 2-0 for the first time in a long time. Then you have Hanover, which I think will probably win the league at 2-0. Mount St. Joe at 1-1. Rose-Hulman at 1-1. Franklin is 0-1. Manchester's 0-1, and Anderson is 0-2. So the league is so balanced in the top four. It's anybody's game, and as Coach said in this coach's show, it's only one game in the conference. Don't give up on us yet. We got a lot more football to play,
and a really good start, like you said, to the season and to conference play for Bluffton, the team out of Ohio at 2-0, 4-1 overall. They've won 3 games in a row. Hanover has as well, 2-0 in conference play now, and 3-2 overall. And then you have this middling pack of really good football teams with Mount St. Joseph, who has been really strong as of late, the years that we have seen them play in this conference, winning the HCAC. They're at 1-1, a tough start with their strength of schedule especially. Rose-Hulman has that big conference win to steal one away from Franklin, which that was their first conference game for the Grizzlies. So they're playing conference for the rest of the way out. And that final score also with Rose-Hulman last week, 35-34. So the Fighting Engineers score the final 21. Coach Mike Leonard said he's putting all the mistakes on him. He took credit for what happened in that game. As you said, kind of felt a little momentum shift late into that one, and Rose-Hulman took advantage after Franklin started the game up 14-0. More on this Franklin team, a very pass-heavy offense. They average over 310 passing yards a game. Historically, we've seen a really balanced attack, I think, when they had guys last year that were averaging around 100 yards rushing a game, so they could balance it out a little bit more. They're still trying to find that with their backfield. They have Braden Wilkins, a sophomore, Trevor Winkles, a junior. He is their lead back, but just last week, those two combined for only 40 yards rushing. So they'll probably want to pick up that running attack a little bit more.
Well, I think you said it, though. I think this league is no longer a running back league. I think this league became a quarterback league. If you look at the top 4 or 5 teams in this league, they all have a legit quarterback that can throw the ball and sling the ball. They both have legs as well. So very smart, intelligent quarterbacks in this league. And a lot of that is the offensive-minded of the coaching staff in this league because, my goodness, they will want to put up points and put up points quickly today.
Marshall Kamichik had a pretty solid game, really, the sophomore at quarterback, 27 of 39, 340 yards through the air, just one passing touchdown. Did some significant damage on the ground, too. A dual-threat quarterback, one of many in this HCAC. 13 times he had to tuck it and run, picked up 35 yards and 2 touchdowns. But the 2 fumbles that he lost, those were key. Those were the mistakes, I think, that Coach Leonard is going to want to see better of in this week.
My buddy Troy Derogowski had to play with me last week, and we miss you, Troy. We're glad that Jarrett's with us. We're glad that you're on the crew today, but one of the things he mentioned that is turnovers is going to kill you late in the game, and that is what happened. Is hard hit. It's a hard-hitting game. Turnovers cost them 14 points, and in essence, they lose by a point.
So 396 total yards of offense for Franklin last week. 340 of those were through the air. On the other side, the winless Manchester Spartans, their last game was a loss to Capital, a school out of Columbus, Ohio. Fell behind early, 14-0 after one, and then lost it 52-27. Although it's a significant loss, it was still their best offensive performance of the season so far. 27 points is the most they have scored so far this year. A little over 370 yards of total offense. But a lot of young guys surround the senior quarterback in Caleb Hall, a team that is really still trying to figure things out, especially defensively. They're giving up 41 points a game, Coach.
Well, you look at them 3 years ago, Jarrett, and they couldn't score points and they couldn't move the ball. They didn't have an offense, they didn't have a defense, and they really struggled. I see a vast improvement of them where they were just a year ago. I think they're still a couple players away. Their numbers are improving. Coaching staff is improving. They have a quarterback this year that can actually be a quarterback and is a danger in running and passing. Are they there yet? Maybe not, but they're a lot closer than what they were a couple years ago.
Caleb Hall, as mentioned, a quarterback not as dual threat so far as what we've seen from Marshall Kamichik, the sophomore, but Hall does pose that running ability, and in the backfield with him, he'll have James Lewis, who is a sophomore, and he had a really good game against Capital. 16 carries, just shy of the century mark rushing, and 2 times he scored. He's got 5 touchdowns on the season, so they'll want to look to him to get some things going. The receiving core, though, for Manchester really balanced out. Not one guy has more than 20 catches. There's a lot of guys that are around the 8 to 12 mark, so pretty
balanced.
Balanced, you could say, but the numbers just aren't. They don't jump out to the page. They don't jump out at you off the page, as we see the Franklin team getting ready to run out onto the field wearing the home blues with the gold pants. A really nice look. So they will take the field here. Just a couple minutes left in this warm-up. We'll step aside for the first time. We'll come back as we get closer to kickoff. HCAC football on IndianaSRN.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, We can provide service to half the United States markets.
Well, the sun is shining. The leaves are starting to change just a little bit on some of the trees. We'll see that more as the month goes on. Back at Fox Stadium, the captains now going to meet at midfield. So we're getting closer to kickoff in this one, the second conference game for both of these squads, and they're both looking for their first win in the HCAC. Again, as mentioned, Franklin, unfortunate homecoming loss last week to Rose-Hulman, 35-34. They gave up the final 21 points after starting the game with a 14-0 lead, but they're back on their home turf and trying to come back and find that spark again. We know this offense, we've seen it a couple times already this year. They can score with long drives. They can also score in big plays. Some of the other keys, Coach, for Franklin.
For Franklin, they have to defend the big play. I think they have to keep explosive plays in check. They have to limit their passing, and then they need just to break down the run game of Manchester. They have to control the line of scrimmage. They need to score sevens, and a lot more sevens than they have. And then for Manchester, really, they have to have a balanced run and passing game today. They have to exploit the weakness of Franklin, which is their turnovers, and then they have to force some key third down plays to keep them in the ball game. I have this as a 7 to 14 point game.
Franklin will receive the opening kickoff. They will go from the north towards the south. Win?
None.
Going to be, well,
a little bit
of a factor. We see the flags. We also see the flags on the goalposts, and we also see the American flag to our left towards the north.
I think we need to put Troy up there on the goalpost next week.
Get a crane on the street.
Oh, that'd
and
be good.
Be on top of that.
That'd be awesome.
What a shot that would be. This series, nothing short of domination by Franklin. They have won 25 of the 27 games that these two teams have played since 1998. Franklin is 25-2 against Manchester, including 21 straight from 1998 to 2018. They've also won the last three. Last year, it was a 49-0 win for the Grizzlies. They're going to receive the opening kickoff. Back to receive for the Grizz is Braden Wilkins, but before that, there's that win. Yeah.
They were going to wear gold today and has decided that the managers patch the white ones.
All right. Well, the managers run the football team. What they say goes. Wilkins is back. The ball is in the air. The kickoff from Grant Ridgway. Returned by Franklin near side. Tackled out of bounds around the 40.
Coach got knocked down.
But he's right back up. Good return from Franklin's DeAndre Kirby. He has it out to the 38-yard line.
How about that? The coach pops up and gives everybody a high five. I'm cool. I'm good.
There's a look at the starting lineup for the Franklin offense. Marshall Kamichik, the sophomore quarterback, will lead them out. And he'll begin with three receivers towards the top. Looking to pass, a quick one over the middle, and immediately putting the stick on Jace Moore. Good tackle from the Manchester defense. Landon Hicks, the sophomore, came in to knock him down after a gain of 8. The rest of the starting defense also there for Manchester. No seniors, as you can see in that starting 11. Very young team on both sides. 2nd and 2. First run of the evening. Winkles trying to get the edge. He does pick up a yard, but he's going to be a yard short of the first down marker.
Nice job of just letting that go farther and farther out and just couldn't make the cut up.
Actually, they say no gain. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Franklin offense. Four different guys with 5 receptions last week. Will they go to the air here, or will they try to pick it up with Winkles in the I formation? It will be a give to Winkles up the middle. He's got the first down and a little bit more across midfield to the 48, a gain of 5.
Boy, he hit the hard there and just had 5 yards of clear way. The offensive line is massive. I mean, these guys don't miss a meal. They are big up front.
One of the reasons why Winkles has seen success, the passing game, keeping Kmichik clean in the backfield as well. 2 receivers both sides. Back to the air, Kmichik slings it out. Winkles from the backfield makes the first guy miss, but getting tackled by the Spartans. And a pickup of just 2. One of the guys in there for Manchester from the linebacker spot, Mason Daring.
Tell you what, they did a nice job stringing that out as well. They've kept it inside here a little bit. 2nd and 8.
Wide side of the field to the left. Kmichik takes the snap, fakes to Winkles, and a wide open man on the hitch. Close to the sticks. It will be enough. First target and first catch for Isaiah Miller, the freshman.
You know, Coach Mike Leonard scripts the first 20, 25 plays, and they're right on the crest of what they want to do right now.
5 plays in. First down from the 37. The give to Winkles. Starting towards his right, a nice cut back left. Pickup of 5. And you'll take that all day if you can get it.
You score here, you set the precedent already in the game, haven't you?
A good drive so far. Now at the Manchester 32. Kmichik on the give to Winkles. Looks like he may have slipped. He's going to lose a yard. A lot of open space over there, but Daring was again in on the tackle, the junior from Fort Wayne.
Closing the door quickly.
So a loss of 1 will make it 3rd and 6 for the Grizz.
4 rushing, 11 yards.
Kmichik with Winkles on his left. Passing situation coming here. A short 3-step drop and a quick hitter over the middle, bouncing off the first guy. And enough for the first down. On the catch, Elijah Flowers, the tight end. Just finding that open space over the middle, right in front of that linebacker core. Another new set of downs for Franklin, their 3rd on the drive. Winkles won't get around this tackle. Setting the edge and pushing him backwards for Manchester, Cameron Puryear. He's just a freshman from Tennessee. That's a big loss. Push him back by 4. Second and long situation coming here. Puryear will now head to the sideline and get replaced. See if Franklin notices that or not. 2 receivers, both sides for Kmichik.
Blitz.
Over the middle, and he's got Winkles out of the backfield. Winkles to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Franklin. The first score of the evening, 29 yards out. Kamichik found his running back, the senior Trevor Winkles. A 10-play drive, and really just one or two negative plays, but Franklin ends up bouncing back after those to strike quickly. Almost 6 minutes into this one, and Franklin leads things 7-0 over Manchester.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
A good start to this one.
Yes, sir.
Franklin leads 7-0 after Marshall Kamichik found his running back out of the backfield over the middle of the field. Wrinkles caught it and took it the distance, 29 yards on the catch and run. 10-play drive. That goes 62 yards. Now Manchester will get a shot, and there's a hole. Down the far sideline, across midfield, a good return for the Spartans. Their return man, James Lewis. We're going to be calling his name a lot this afternoon, but back to the touchdown.
Just wide open into post, ran to post, and easy toss, too.
I think you'll take that matchup all day if you can get your running back coming out of
the flat,
coming out there and over the middle of the field and beating the linebacker.
This is good field position for Manchester.
Yeah, really good return from Lewis. There
Look
he is.
how young that group of players are.
Just 2 sophomores, one of them being the quarterback, Caleb Hall, and he has an empty backfield to start from the 44. The lefty. Noticed the blitz and a good job of getting out quickly, but Lewis unable to haul it in. And
can we see the graphic one more time? I think there's only 2 seniors on this lineup.
Yep, Caleb Hall, there's one, and then Luke Martin.
Yeah, the rest of them are sophomore freshmen and 1 junior. I would take that for a starting program, wouldn't you?
As long as you can build on it, and that's what Coach Van Hunt is trying to do with the Spartans. A jump and a flag, a free play, but it'll be on the ground with Lewis. So they'll take the encroachment instead of the 2-yard pickup. First penalty marker tonight. As we see the starting defense for Franklin, a team that's giving up 32 points to their opponents. They'll try to keep that number down a little bit more.
The play clock is not functioning correctly. So the officials will keep the play clock on the field, or ready for play clock on the field.
Here comes 2nd and 5. All crouching down. Now the give to Lewis, trying to set the edge, but right there to trip him up is Hayden Bulmer from Franklin.
A lot of that was the handoff did not get to them. He didn't get a really good snap from the center. You hear the wind blowing a little bit.
It's starting to pick up a lot more than what it was at about 15 minutes ago. First 3rd down in the face of Manchester, the Franklin crowd. starting to come alive. A good turnout as always. And we'll talk about just how good that tailgate was before the game. It usually is. Third down, Franklin rushes 4, wide open over the middle on the reception across the 30. And then brought down Abdullamir, the sophomore from Muncie. Good route and a good find from Hall.
Wow, what? Wow, you should have just went straight up field.
Abdullamir. And he's going to stay out there in the bunch set towards the right. That's where they run it with Lewis. Trying to get things around, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just gonna get there.
And he's going to be about a yard short of that, so a loss that time for James Lewis. We talked about his game last week. Pretty good one. 16 carries, 94 yards, and 2 times he found the end zone. He is their go-to guy, their Swiss Army knife, if you will. Can do a little bit of everything. He's going to stay in the backfield this time. 2nd and 11. Hall looking towards the end zone, and a catch. He was bobbling it for a second. I don't know how it snuck through to Levi Campbell.
That ball was behind him a good 2 yards, Jared, and he snuck that one in.
And the DB may have turned his head just a little bit late. We'll check it again.
Had plenty of time. Whoa.
Just over the outstretched arms of the linebacker, Drew Surveys.
That's great hand. That's the hands you had when you played at Eastern Hancock.
I'm not sure about that. But what a ball from Hall, and what a catch by Campbell. The extra point is up and in from Ridgeway. So Manchester, on their first drive, they also score. We're tied up at 7 with the kickoff coming on the other side.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Just in time for the kickoff, a short kick back to Wilkins. Starts in the middle and works his way to the left. A good return across the 30 to about the 35. Another check of the touchdown pass. Clean pocket for Hall. Kind of reaching over his shoulder with the catch was Campbell from 27 yards out, the sophomore. Ties things up back at 7. Second drive of the game for Franklin will begin at the 35. And well, I thought the play clock wasn't working, but it is working. It was at zeros. That was the thing. Franklin took too long to get the offense out there. So they'll start things backwards a little bit.
Yeah, you can't shoot your foot. You can't shoot yourself in the foot like this.
Second penalty of the afternoon for the Grizzlies. They had 5 passes and 5 runs to Winkles on the first drive. They'll begin the second on the jet sweep. The handoff to Wilkins. Wilkins gets back to the line of scrimmage, and a little bit more after that, 2-yard gain. Jason Lee on the stop for Manchester.
Pretty impressive Manchester drive, wasn't it, for the first game?
It's one thing to give up an opening score right away, all the momentum starting with Franklin, but Manchester does respond with a score of their own, and now the defense has to deal with Braden Wilkins again, this time from the backfield. 11-yard pickup for the sophomore Wilkins from Fountaintown. Played his high school ball at Triton Central.
Look at this. Second effort right here. Played for Coach Tim Abel. You Coach Tim Abel?
Mm-hmm. He's been doing it for a long time.
A long time.
Wilkins stays out there. Manchester ready for it this time. George Miles in on the stop along with TJ Merritt Jr. 2-yard pickup for Wilkins. Now, Winkles will be their lead guy, but Wilkins is a little bit of a change of pace guy. Of course, he can split out wide.
Terps.
2nd and 8. Fake to Wilkins. Quick hitter with Miller. And he's tripped up. But got it across the 40 to the 39. Another Franklin first down.
So when you catch the ball like that and you cut back up, does that help you? Do you have the leverage more than the defensive player at that point?
It's a good question. Let's see it again.
See the leverage he picked up there? Looked like our producer when he played.
I didn't know he played football.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to ask him about that later. Wilkins did not take it because Kamichek kept it, and he maybe should have handed it off. Loss of 3 in the backfield again for Franklin. George Miles.
I think he won like 6 or 7 Pee Wee championships when he was 8, 9, 10 years old.
Pee Wee, whoa. That was ages ago.
What?
Zaire Sullivan also in on the stop.
Our producer's only 17.
He looks like it. But then again, maybe so do I. 2nd and 13. 2 receivers, Kamichek trying to set up the screen, and they do with Wilkins. Backside block, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Clear as day. Trying to set the edge was Jackson Adams, but he's going to be guilty of that one.
My old football coach told me if you see the back of the numbers, don't hit them.
That's an easy way to put it. We'll watch it again. I don't think he really needed to shove Xavier O'Neal like that, but that's a costly penalty. It'll push Franklin back to, well, they don't have it marked yet. Now they're going to mark it off.
That's 15 yards, right?
Mm-hmm. Woo! The line to gain is the Manchester 29. Franklin has all the way back to the 43. Wilkins is still out there to the left of Kamichek, and he's got 2 receivers on both sides. 2nd and a country mile. Over the middle and off the hands of Jeremy Lee and right into the chest of the official.
I'm impressed that the official didn't fall down there. That was right in the chest.
Didn't really flinch either.
Nope.
Just kind of took it like a champ.
Yep.
Third and 29. Long way to go for Franklin. Kamichek will try to pick it all downfield, and deflected off the hands. Almost an interception. Good defense by Lavarian Campbell. A well-thrown ball, but Campbell in the right spot.
Boy, he almost had to pick.
That'll send the punting unit out.
That's a great camera shot, too.
Who is that up there?
John Lester, isn't it?
No, it's the 45-year-old.
Oh, okay. That's off the foot.
Bad punt.
Coach Leonard just looked at the ball going out of bounds and just took his headset and just put it down.
Good field position again for their second drive upcoming for Manchester. They were on Franklin's 44 to begin their first drive, and they'll be at the 41 on their side of the field for drive number 2. .243 left to go in this first quarter. 2 guys in the backfield this time for Hall, who's looking for his right and skips that one towards Zaylen Ingram.
Other games today in the HCAC, Mount St. Joseph is at Bluffton. Rose Holman is at Baldwin Wallace. Anderson is playing at Hanover. And, of course, where we have these games, we'll keep you up and date with all the scores, as every game started at 1:30 today. Just got an update right now. Mount St. Joseph leads Bluffton 7-0 with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Swinging it out, and another incompletion. Marquez Williams out there, the freshman, and Hall couldn't connect with him. So that brings up 3rd down and long. Williams, the freshman, and then Frank Moody, Levi Campbell, Zaylen Ingram, all sophomores. The receiving core that starts for Manchester. The snap to Hall. Setting up the wide receiver screen, and there immediately Hayden Bulmer. Nothing exactly. No gain on the reception for Levi Campbell, and Manchester will punt it for the first time.
Hanover leads Rose Holman 20-0 with 13, I don't know if that's right, 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. They've scored 20 points in 2 minutes. That would be incredible.
We've seen crazier things.
3-13.
Okay, there we go. That's better. Nearly blocked. He had a free lane but didn't have the angle. It looked like was Jace Dorsey. Fair catch on the other end called by Jace Moore. The wind feels good. It's kind of keeping things cool as it's about 75. Sunny skies on the southern part of Indianapolis and Franklin. The wind working against the Grizzlies as they're heading to the new pavilion. Last time I was here, they introduced the pavilion at that south end zone. It's very
pretty
cool
down there, isn't it?
It's pretty all around this stadium. New drive for the Grizzlies, and Winkles is back out there. They'll kick things off with him, and a 3-yard pickup. Mason Daring on the tackle. One of the guys on the defense wearing those Guardian caps as well. Looks like about half the defense has them on for Manchester. The final 1:15 now in this first quarter. Kamichik sneaks it in to that window. Miller with the catch. They go from the 20 to the 38, so a gain of 18 between Kamichek and Isaiah Miller. That's already his third catch.
Looks like they can run a couple more plays in this first quarter as we're down to 57 seconds to play. That's a nice look.
And just getting late to it was Manchester UC right there. So a good ball from Kamichek. So far, 6 of 8 for 73 yards. New set of downs, fake the run. Short gain on this connection with the tight end, Gabe Bowling. He's actually listed as a wide receiver, but he's one of the more bigger wide receivers you might see.
He's a pretty big wide receiver.
Yep.
That's going to end us in the first quarter.
The final seconds tick off of this one. Franklin will let it go down. We'll head to the second. Tied up at 7, Manchester and Franklin, the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference on IndianaSRN.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Welcome back to Fox Stadium and Franklin College. Now into the second quarter.
Fall break this weekend it was.
Hey, I didn't get a fall break. Why did? That's one of the things you kind of miss about school a little bit. On 2nd and 7, it's enough for a first down. They got 7.5.
Okay, back in the day, we didn't have fall break.
What'd you have?
We didn't have nothing. We went to school.
So you were an A student? Is that what you're saying? Swinging things out. Winkles makes the first guy miss. And now he'll put it in his other arm. Down the Franklin sideline, right at the first down marker.
I was a BC student.
That'll get it done.
In Latin, I was a straight A student, though.
It is enough for the first down. The referees will give it to him at the 42. Kamichek looking to go deep. He has his man, and he overshoots him by just a hair. Trying to get it back to Gabe Bowling.
He will make that play 9 out of 10 times.
And Bowling beat his guy at the line of scrimmage. Kamichek is going to want that one back. Now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game with Winkles. He has a hole up the middle, and he's tackled at the feet. 9 on the gain for Winkles. Third down and 1 here. Back to Winkles. And plenty for the first down.
Boy, we have seen a lot of Winkles today, haven't we? More than normally.
Trying to stay balanced. On the 10th play, it's the 8th carry rather for Winkles, and he'll check out. Wilkins will come back in. Now rolling out to his right.
Oh, he's opened in the flats.
Throwing back to his left, back of the end zone, and the catch by Jordan Fonda.
Ran at the post, ran right to the post. Man, he had all day to throw the ball.
And hit as he threw it too was Kamichik, but plenty of arm to hook up with the junior Fonda.
Look at this time. What was that, 4 or 5 seconds? And then he ran right toward the post. Touchdown. We bring it 14-7.
28-yard score. The first touchdown to Winkles was for 29. Fonda scores from 28. The extra point by Charlie Overton is up and good. Franklin back out in front. It's now 14-7 over Manchester.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Franklin has the lead again. It's 14-7. There's that gosh darn win again.
I tell you what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys have touched the ball already today, rushing.
Well, all around 8 guys with catches or
passes.
Or
that's
rushes.
Right.
Yep. Marshall Kamichik, pretty solid as well. 11 of 14 for 128.
Disappointed me though. -3 in yardage. Come on.
Hey, sometimes you can't. It's a team game, Keith. You know.
Okay.
Fumbling the return. This is going to set Manchester back, trying to pick up as much as he can. As Marquez Williams
got a flag.
Williams was wrangled down at the 12. We'll see what the penalty is. Drops it at the 1. Picked it up about 3 yards into the end zone. It's a hold on Manchester, so this will push it back even farther.
Hey, our halftime guest, you ready for this?
Can't wait.
Scott Moore, the IT guy, will be up for us. We have the Mega Cheerleading Challenge today.
Oh, it's turned into a mega challenge now.
Our boss just walked into the booth.
All right.
4 guys traveled from Oregon to come to watch this game today. We're going to talk about to them today, halftime as well. Halftime is loaded, and Lance is bringing hot dogs and popcorn and Coke up from halftime.
Are you sure you need a Coke? You're not drinking diet?
Wow. Holding back, Lance, holding back.
Across the 10, new back in there for Manchester.
Got to be pretty happy with Franklin. I mean, they're a little sluggish, but what they need to deliver, they have done so far, and I think they've kept the game pretty much under their control a little bit. Your thoughts?
I mean, really haven't made too many mistakes. That was one of the things that Coach Leonard was talking about from last week. And he took credit for some of those mistakes in the loss that they gave up to Rose-Hulman. The defense attacking Williams on the give to him, and he may have actually gotten pushed back a yard after the run from DJ Plattner. That makes it 3rd down and 8 for Manchester, deep on their own side of the field. Taking a long time to get this play from the sideline. Play clock's at 10. Hall will put that man in motion and give it to Frank Moody, and Moody goes backwards again. Pushed back by Hayden Bolner, but we've called his name a couple of times already on the defensive end. And Manchester will be punting this one out of the back of their own end zone. Loss of a couple.
I'll go after this one. What do you think? They're going to get good field position, but I think you go after this one.
And check out the flag, too, where the wind is blowing.
And it's blowing.
Angel Estrada.
Oh, this is easy. Oh, on the run. He's got a gap.
He's got a lot of room. Down the far sideline.
Touchdown!
And into the end zone. Jace Moore on the return for Franklin. All in one fluid motion. The catch on the run, an alleyway to work with.
Now, did he have his hand? No, he did not. That's a great play.
You can see the reaction, too, from some of the Spartans. They
thought he had his hand up.
And that's why they weren't going at him at full speed. But Moore says, thank you very much. I'll take this the whole way. And a special team score for the Grizzlies. Overton back out there. He was only on the sideline for a couple minutes. His 3rd PAT. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick right through the middle. All of a sudden, it's 21-7. Franklin trying to pick up their first conference win.
Fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Special team score from Jace Moore of Franklin. The senior took it 33 yards to the house. Manchester was pushed all the way back. Worst case scenario on the punt, and Moore made him pay. That hole closed up, so the return for Campbell brings things out to the 31 of Manchester. Another look at it. Estrada did all he could to get something on it. Looks like a 34-yard return. And also the reaction of Manchester.
They just slowed down.
They thought that Moore had threw his hand up for the fair catch signal, but the referees didn't see it that way.
Mike Leonard and Lance Marshall sent this to me. The GM, that's a great man, Ernie Himes, decided to put on a helmet the other day and ran 99.5 yards for a touchdown at practice. He gets the tease during the kickoff. If you have not seen this guy is Mike Leonard's shadow. Everything Mike does, he does. In fact, he said hi to us at the tailgate, but, of course, you were late to the tailgate meeting, so you missed it.
All right. Don't make it about me now.
I did not. I'm making it all about him. I just like the title GM, great man. I wish I had that title. Oh, yeah, he just fired up the crowd.
Yeah, he's been turning around a couple times.
I like
getting them on their feet, especially third down
you
situations.
You need those people in your organization.
You sure do. So how can Manchester respond? Franklin showing blitz.
I think he timed it wrong.
First? The discussion now, because maybe showing blitz.
Oh, they're going to. Oh. Can we see? Maybe? No?
Braden Baker was coming in. I think he forced someone on the left side of the offensive line to flinch.
Let's see.
Pointed it out, and here comes Baker.
He did. Good call. Man, another great camera shot. I like that guy on camera.
I think he's got a career in that, maybe.
He could. If he had a voice, I bet he could do play-by-play.
He can do just about anything, though. Hall.
Pass interference.
Easy pass interference call. 2 flags come in on that one.
No question about that one.
Marquez Williams was the intended target, and he looked like trying to jump up and go after the football, but he was taken down by the legs of that DB on that side, Jace Dorsey. Automatic first down on the pass interference from Franklin. That's their 4th penalty already this afternoon.
Our crew today has over 175 yards experience calling football, so I think they know the game.
You typically get good crews at this level. This one no different. 2 receivers back there with Hall. On the new set of downs, back to Lewis, trying to get him going. This is his best run of the afternoon. It'll be for 4. Brought down by Jace Dorsey.
Do you see the difference of the football helmet? Is there a difference of that protector?
You mean as a player, do you notice it?
Yes, do you notice it?
I'm not sure.
I just wonder if it's heavy. It looks heavy.
It might just weigh what? What do you think? A pound? Half a pound? Maybe that'll be a question for one of the coaches this upcoming week. Incomplete pass going over to Campbell.
And then the new style, you put a mouthpiece in the back of your helmet. I still haven't figured that out yet. Is that so you have wind resistance?
You know, that might just be a fashion statement. That's a question for the even younger crowd, because that was not something that I saw just a few years back. Third down and 6 now. Here's Hall, slant. Good coverage by Dorsey.
Oh,
but
no.
Too good of coverage, maybe.
I have to disagree with this one.
That'll be the second pass interference call altogether, and then on this drive, we can watch it again.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's...
Looks like that was...
number 4.
Ingram, the intended target, and then they got Dorsey again on the pass interference.
Well, that's tough. But you play because they called it. 8:20 to play, first half.
So
2 pass interference penalties.
And that's given them 2 first downs. New set of downs for Lewis. 3-yard pickup this time.
How about high school football season over with last night? Regular season ends last night. Playoffs begin.
There's a couple good games also on the network.
Yeah, we had 2 good games. I listened to Nathaniel Finch and Tony Donahue this morning about 7 o'clock, writing my notes, my game notes.
How did they do?
They did really well. Good rhythm.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Hall has a lane, but this one looks like it's going to be coming back as he got outside the pocket. Referees have been active on this drive.
Here's the call.
Tell you what, that referee has a really good voice.
Yes, he does.
Should put him up in the booth. Maybe he has a career in that after it's done. And
94, 75 just was all around the collar there.
Looks like Amari Giddings got.
That's when you look at the official and say, I didn't mean to.
Back on their side of the field is Manchester. It'll be 2nd and 17. Franklin crowding the line of scrimmage. Let's see how many they bring. They bring all 6 and trying to just get it out, but Lewis wasn't looking for it. So Hall, after starting 2 of 3, one of those was that 27-yard connection between him and Campbell on the touchdown. Since then, he's 1 of 5, and that one completion went for 0 yards. So the passing game
has went away a little bit.
Stuck in the mud at the moment, and an obvious passing situation coming here. 3rd and long again. Hall, wide receiver screen, covered well. There's Giddings, who immediately brings down the receiver, Abdullamir.
They just put their ears back. There was no way that was going to get any positive. Look at, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys around him.
So back out to punt is Estrada. And a much better spot to get this one away. And this one will spiral down and hit as he caught it. It's off of him and recovered by Manchester. This time, Moore did not signal for a fair catch. Opted to try and haul it in and was immediately met by Manchester's Luke Davis.
Did he get lost this in the sun here? He should have called the fair catch.
Davis was right on his chest, right as it went off of Moore. And
wow.
That is a big turnover to set up the Spartans at the Franklin 10.
Especially with 6:45 left in the half. Got plenty of time. Now you hear the crowd.
Trying to help out the Grizzlies D. Lewis will begin it. 2 yards. So the drive is extended.
That's the frustration thing. You're playing so well and you give up little mind errors.
And the whole entire defense, too, is thinking,
we just got off the field.
Yeah. Now they're back on. Goal-to-go situation for Manchester. Hall over the middle, wide open. The catch and the score. Spartans, 2 plays after the fumble, respond. And Ethan Skinner, the junior, picks up the 2nd touchdown this afternoon for Manchester, and it's back to a 1-score game.
And you can see life over on the sidelines of Manchester. They believe they're still in this thing.
Long way to go, of course. Skinner, wide open. The tight end has a couple of catches so far this year. And that one good for the score. Ridgeway tacks on the extra point. 21-14. Franklin still leads it, but a big score picked up that time by Manchester off the turnover.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Ridgeway's kick will fall at the 23. And the return for Franklin is Kirby. And he's pushed out around the 37. First, the punt. Moore opting not to go for the fair catch and does not reel it in, and was immediately hit by Davis, and then the wide open touchdown. Hall able to sling it into his tight end Skinner. .6:01 left to play in this first half. Here comes the Franklin offense. Kamichik will keep it on the read option, and a good decision this time. The quarterback, Kamichik, his helmet comes off, but he's got 14 on the carry.
Got some college scores for you. Michigan and Washington tied at 7 at the third quarter. All the rest of the Big Ten teams play at 3 or 7 o'clock tonight. IU and Michigan State.
The best college football team in Indiana, they play tonight at 7:30.
No, Purdue plays at 3:30.
Purdue has a football team?
Wow.
All right, Franklin's at the 49 of Manchester. Good start to this drive. New quarterback after Kamichik lost his head. And Moore. Good response as he's
that's
down
what I
to
would
44.
I wouldn't want to come in, throw one completed pass and take, Coach, I'm done. I'm done. 1,000%, I'm done.
That was the backup Devlin McGee. McGee had to put his helmet on, and now he's back on the sideline with the red hat, so the rest of the offense can notice him on the sideline.
He is from Crestwood, Kentucky.
Kamichik back out there, and has a wide open Wilkins on the far sideline, who's pushed out at the 36. 8-yard pickup. Wilkins, his first catch. Back to the air. Moore stood up at the 25. Looks to be enough for a first down. It is 11 yards this time. Kamichik starting to
get in a rhythm.
The rest of the offense moving quicker too. Franklin now at the 25. Kamichik, clean pocket, looking to the end zone. Got his man wide open. His first catch today, Jeremy Lee. He's in for the touchdown.
That's too easy, Jarrett. That's too easy.
The senior had 5 catches last week. His first one will put 6 more points up on the scoreboard. Back to a 2-possession game for Franklin. Kamichik had all day to throw, waiting for that route to develop. It does to perfection. The extra point is up and good, 28-14. Grizzlies offense showing out in this first half.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine. Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry-out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Ian Williamson has it teed up for the Grizzlies, and we'll send this one away. And the kickoff will head into the end zone for a touchback. Back to the score by Franklin as Kamichik got into a groove, completing his last 4 passes.
He has so much time there.
Kamichik in this one, 14 of 17, 177 yards.
I take that.
Sometimes that's good enough for one whole game, especially if your running game is working just as good. Kamichik's QBR also is 228.
Is that good?
It's almost unheard of.
Okay.
Credit to the big guys up front, like you said, Coach, keeping him in a clean pocket. Manchester will have to respond. Again, they've been behind this entire game. Tip pass, but still caught. That'll be a first down. First reception for the sophomore Ingram. Pick up a 14 to start. And Hall will want to get into a groove as well. He had a stretch of incompletions and minimal completions. And now he's found his targets on 3 straight. Looking to make it 4, which he does. Back to Ingram on the slant. Beat Dorsey for another 14-yard pickup. Already into Franklin territory. In the final 3 minutes of the second quarter, too. Plenty of time for the Spartans. They look to run it with Lewis. This is his best run. A first down and more. Inside the 25 and tackled. They'll mark him out at the 24-yard line. 23 yards on the carry for James Lewis, the sophomore. That's the longest run and the second longest offensive play for Manchester. Back to Lewis. A flag comes flying in right at the snap. Check the flag after we look at the run of Lewis. This penalty going against Franklin.
Lined up in the neutral zone. Wind is picking up a little bit stronger.
Yeah, it's gradually just gotten
a little cloudy.
Stronger and stronger chance of showers across Central Indiana later on today. Hall lobbing towards the end zone and overshoots everybody. Ingram had no shot at that one. Dorsey had the coverage. Second down and 5. Everybody on this Manchester offense checking the sideline. The play comes in. Chester has all 3 of their timeouts, as does Franklin. Lewis going nowhere. He'll go backwards. First guy to meet him, Max Malone. So we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
That's where I want to go at the end of the game. Aspen Creek Grill in Greenwood. You want to buy me a steak?
I was going to ask you to buy me a steak.
You know, Troy is with me. Troy is probably going to ask us both to buy him a steak.
2-minute timeout at Fott Stadium.
We didn't talk about the tailgate, but I had 2 brats. What did you have?
I had 1 brat. It was really good.
Yeah.
I had a hamburger. It was really good.
Okay.
I had all the meats. You can't beat it. Franklin fans wanted to hold as Hall snuck out the back door and towards the far sideline.
You don't think he got held there? Okay.
Still a good defensive play by Franklin on the 3rd down and 8. And the offense will stay out there on 4th and 11. Clock also stops too, so Grizzlies don't have to burn a timeout.
This crowd will let you know if you missed a call. Can you tell?
Here's 4th and 11. Ball starts with the hard count, and now a timeout called by head coach Van Hunt. We'll see what they want to do. They'll talk things over at first.
Don't forget today at halftime, Scott Moore will be joining us. Scott is in his role as he is the IT support director of Franklin College. We'll talk about what the IT department does for their sports department. Also go deep undercover. Do you know he is a professional wrestler?
Really?
Yes.
I've never met one of those before.
He needs someone to wrestle for the World Championship, and I told him that you have time free next week.
I hung up my singlet a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I did. The singlet that I don't own, I gave it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Then we also have a traveling crew from Oregon. Have you heard about this story?
You touched on it just a little bit, but I'm curious to learn a little bit more.
They pick a place to go, and they picked in Franklin, Indiana today. So that should be interesting. And then the world-famous Mega Cheer Challenge trivia.
World famous. They're going for it, 4th and 11. Hall, forced to his right, has lit up. Incomplete. Ingram had it for half a second and was decked. Was not going to pick up the first down.
Oh, that has to hurt.
And a clear hit by Drew Servies.
And he led with the shoulder, not with the helmet. Good job by our video guy. Oh, my.
A big hit from Servies. Shakes up Ingram pretty good. And he does make it over to the sideline.
On his own.
On his own. That gets the crowd into it, the sideline into it. It gets Franklin the ball back.
That's got to be the best hit all year.
We'll put that one on the highlight reel.
Yes, sir, we will. I know it will be up there before the game will be over.
Franklin has 75 yards to go. They want to score with 1:45. They'll begin with a completion, and immediately darting towards the sideline is Fonda. And he's out a yard shy of the first down, but more importantly, gets out of bounds. Another check nearly took the helmet off of Ingram.
I would still be down. You would be giving me CPR and traction right now.
Yep, I believe it. Back to the air, Kamichik. A couple of pass fakes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Plenty for a first down.
They have all 3 of their timeouts left, too.
And 91 seconds to work with.
So you looking for 7 here, or you think you're looking for 3?
Well, 7 at first, if you can get it. The passing game has been there. Kamichik has completed 10 of his last 11. They'll go to the air again. Another clean pocket off the hands and in dangerous territory to be intercepted. Trying to get it to Gabe Bowling. Bowling checks out. The rest of the receivers out there at the moment: Jeremy Lee, Jordan Fonda, Chase Moore, and Isaiah Miller. At their own 37. Kamichik over the middle. There he is, Chase Moore. Catch number 5 into Manchester territory at the 39. Franklin back up on the football. The chains get set. The refs are in position. And I think they got a head start. Wide receivers got a little too antsy.
Ball start. Offense.
So that'll kill the momentum at the moment. Kamichik, again, a clean pocket. And a deep crossing pattern from Chase Moore. His 5th catch. That one goes for 24. That puts Kamichik over 200 yards passing in this first half. Just a little bit of a delay before.
I don't understand. It should be 1st and 15, right? Because he was saying 2nd.
Game clock operator, please set the game clock to 1 minute, 4 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
So you heard that from the official. Coach Leonard is getting an explanation at the 50.
But this wasn't a dead ball foul, so there wouldn't have been 10 seconds run off the clock.
Timeout. Franklin College, the first of the half. Game clock operator, please put 1 minute, 14 seconds on the game.
Now they're going to add the 10 seconds as Coach Leonard does take that timeout.
I tell you what, I'm going to do this real quick. Our producer is top notch on it. He knew it, told us, got it. We'll be back after this.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
So instead of 10 seconds taken off the clock, Franklin uses one of their timeouts. They're down to 2, and we are at 1:14 left to go in this first half. Kamichik looking to pass, still looking. Now we'll tuck it and get what he can, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He looked like Houdini there.
Couple of pass fakes and a 4-yard gain. Does get it out of bounds too. Second and 11. Second and 12 rather. Manchester showing a little pressure. They don't bring a lot, setting up the screen and too short of a pass. Not sure it would have gone too far for Fonda.
Nowhere to go. Great defense right there. Blitz.
So here comes 3rd and 12 now. Kamichik has put the ball in the air 21 times this first half. Just 5 incompletions. Here's a big 3rd and long for the Manchester D. They only rush 3. Kamichik has all day and all night. Goes towards the sideline. Fonda hauls it in. Big pickup from the 39. Fonda puts Franklin down at the 7.
When you have more than 5 seconds to throw the ball, you're going to be you're in trouble. Defensively, you're in trouble.
3rd catch for Fonda. Clock stops at 54 seconds. Moore moves in motion. Kamichik
got him open.
Over the middle and deflected, trying to, and intercepted. Picked off by Manchester. That's the last thing you wanted to happen. You have plenty of time. You have timeouts to work with. You at least want to get points, and the deflection finds the hands of the Manchester defender.
Got a flag as well. I think it got an illegal block down the field here.
Picked off by Cameron Puryear. Puryear had a good defensive play back in the first quarter.
Yep. Shot block. So now you're going to mark the ball at the 7.
Boy, that would have been massive.
Yes.
For Franklin. It's going to be a swing now in favor of Manchester. Instead of potentially going into the locker room up 21, they're going to try and prevent Manchester from having some late half heroics. Starting things at the 8. Hall will look to pass. Being chased from behind across the 10 and tackled from behind by Carter Aidney. I think at the end of the play it was Franklin who called the timeout, and it was. So now it's 31.5 on the clock. That's their second timeout. Boy, you look at the numbers through one half, and
Well,
you like being up 14, but you kind of feel like you could be up by even more.
Yeah, you look at the first downs, 18-7 Franklin. Rushing attempts 15 times for Franklin, 14 times for Manchester. Yards, 60 yards and running offense, 29.
But the big one is
right there, 249 to 79 in receiving yards. Yeah. My arm would be sore. He's 18 of 24, 1 interception, and yards plays 39 against 28.
It's a lot of plays for one half. They add a few more seconds for Manchester, so 34 even. See just how aggressive Manchester wants to be. Looking to throw, Hall. This ball caught, and a first down. Clock will stop at the moment after Plattner hauled that one in. Gain of 12. Now the clock begins to roll. Hall flushed out, does complete it, and does get out of bounds. That's Marquez Williams. And a 17-yard gain.
And Manchester still has 2 timeouts left.
And at the very least, I think all you can do is try and get it into field goal range for Ridgeway. Hall over the middle, has his tight end. That's Skinner. 3 chunk yardage plays. Manchester is down to the Franklin 34. 25 yards there. Clock rolls again. Hall will spike it. That'll stop it at 7.4. Let's check at this one again. Skinner.
Look at this catch.
Caught it the second time.
High coordination.
But how about Hall finding his receivers? 12 yards, then 17. That one to Skinner is good for 25. And the offensive line giving him enough time. Hall wanted to go deep. May have been down, tried to fling it out to Plattner. The clock is at 0.
Wow.
We'll watch if he was down or not.
His knee is down. But watch the official. Here's the knee. There. Watch the official. Continue.
Well, it's close. It kind of looked like
the official then point to the receiver, meaning he made the pass to the receiver. So he was not blown dead.
We'll see how much that one affects the rest of this first half. Manchester only has one play.
Do you kick a field goal here?
I'm not sure if they're in Ridgeway's range or not. It would be about a 51, 52-yarder.
Give you momentum going into halftime.
Be a pretty sweet kick. And thing is, too, he doesn't have the wind working with him. So it looks like one final play coming from Manchester before the half. Three receivers to the top for Hall. Franklin only rushes 3. Pressure from behind. Hall to his left, and he's hit. The ball is loose. Picked up by the Grizzlies. Down the far sideline and pushed out. Max Malone, the junior from Fort Wayne, picked it up, and a good end to the first half. The Franklin defense prevents Manchester from sniffing field goal range. There to hit him from behind. Devontae Brown, the senior from Bloomington. What a crazy way to end that first half.
What a crazy first half.
So Franklin throws the interception. They were threatening to score, make it a 3-possession game, but the tip, the interception by Manchester, and they had something working with just about a little over 40 seconds. They had all 3 timeouts, and they got it down into Franklin territory, but the defense comes up huge, forcing the fumble and preventing any more points from being tacked on. So we'll head to halftime. 28-14. Franklin leads it. Just a few other things maybe that stuck out to you in that first half.
Just the offensive juggernaut that Franklin really controlled the line of scrimmage and has done really well, and it'd be a very interesting second half.
All right, and we'll step aside as we've reached halftime. Coach will have a couple of guests, so stick around for that, and then we'll return for the second half from Font Stadium. The HCAC on IndianaSRN.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get 'em.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the
teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Back at halftime with the score 28-14. Keith Myers is now with Scott Moore. Scott is, let's see if I get this right, the guru of IT and grunt man for IndianaSRN on Saturdays.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Talk a little bit about your role as IT here at Franklin when it comes to game day operations and athletics, because it seems like you're always here when we're here.
Absolutely. So my role as director of IT involves making sure all the technical aspects of athletic events run seamlessly. That includes setting up and maintaining equipment for live streaming, scoreboard systems, audio, network connections, as well as troubleshooting anything that comes up during the games. I do get to work closely with coaches, staff, and media teams to try to deliver the best possible experience for our athletes and our fans.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your involvement with the sports program, because you also have an interest in the sports program as well. So talk a little bit about that interest.
Sure. So, well, my daughter is an athlete here at Franklin College, so I have some interest from that perspective. But I've always had a passion for technology and sports. Mm-hmm. And fortunately for me, one of the responsibilities that came with this position included supporting the athletic programs here. So, I've become kind of the go-to resource for some of these events, just to make sure we've got everything set up, and being part of the teams has been very rewarding, and I do enjoy the camaraderie that comes along with college sports.
You've been involved with IndianaSRN. Now, this is our second year that have known you, but on Saturday mornings, we have a production recap on Thursday that you get that copy, and then we go through all the things that we need to get through. You have to do all your legal stuff. We have to do our legal stuff. How has that developed, that friendship developed? Because we feel it's pretty solid.
I mean, I think it's been great. Like, I've been here about 3 years now, and, working with SRN over that time, it's great production, great crew. It's just been a great experience for me.
Now, you say that because Troy just walked down from the ladder.
Right.
And that's Troy is the hardest guy. The impression that you get because you have dealt with many other people, I think the HCAC network and IndianaSRN network is probably the best network for these teams. Do you agree, or am I misstating that?
Do I have to tell anybody you just handed me cash?
No, you don't. Okay. You don't have to tell them they had $10.
No. SRN's done a fantastic job covering HCAC this year. Your team's professionalism, the enthusiasm add a lot to the broadcast, and exciting to see Franklin College get featured on those broadcasts. The coverage helps put our athletes in the spotlight and gives fans a front row seat, no matter where they're watching from.
Yeah, so far the season's been pretty good. What do you expect for the second half of the season?
Win out.
I tell you what, the enthusiasm are definitely here, don't you agree?
I agree. Working with these coaches has been a great experience. Working with the athletes has been a great experience. I have nothing bad to say about any of my experiences here as the IT
And
director.
then your favorite meal on the tailgate?
I mean, you got to go bratwurst, I think. I'm a bratwurst guy. So,
okay. All right, you going to stick around for our cheerleading quiz?
I'll stick around, check it out.
We'll see how she does. We'll take a break. We'll be back after
Thanks a
this.
lot,
Time
Keith.
in. You bet. Thanks.
Big play here for Mount Vernon. Hurdle looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw.
Boy, what a stick, huh?
Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen, skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive, floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30, block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there, and finally, somebody gets on the board.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
And we're at halftime, 28-14, Franklin over Manchester. Cheerleading quiz. Who are you? Sign in, please.
I'm Gabriella Sweeney.
And you are a freshman?
Yes, I am.
And I think you're from Westfield, Indiana?
Yes, sir.
So you were a Shamrock, is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Were you a cheerleader at Westfield?
I was, yes.
What brought you to Franklin?
I liked that it was like a smaller school, but also just the cheer team and how welcoming it was.
And what are you studying?
Biology.
Okay. You're a lot smarter than I am. Here you go. Question number 1. You ready? What is the primary goal of a forward pass in football? Is it to run out the clock, to advance the ball down the field by air, block the defense, or kick a field goal?
To advance the ball downfield through the air.
Good. Question number 2. Which player is typically responsible for throwing the ball? The running back, the quarterback, the water boy, the linebacker, or the wide receiver?
I'm going to go with the quarterback.
That's correct, man. One more. What is a completed pass in football? When the offensive player catches the ball from the passer, when the quarterback runs a touchdown, or when he throws an interception?
When a pass is caught by the offense.
That's correct. Here's a gift card to Aspen Creek Grill, $20. Bring it to have your friends go with you. Have the cheerleaders made it to Aspen Creek Grill down in Greenwood yet?
We're going together.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
We got 2 more weeks of this.
All right.
Congratulations. Mom and Dad would be very proud of you. Your college money is spent very well on the trivia question.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to talk about 3 dudes from Oregon made a trip to Franklin. An interesting story. We'll be back after this.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with On Demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We are at halftime, 28-14, Franklin over Manchester. And we met these guys at the tailgate. These 3 guys, there's more than just 3, right? Or is there just 3?
Yeah, there's just 3 of us.
Been doing this for a long, long time. Talk a little bit about, well, you are from Oregon. How do you pick from going to Oregon to Franklin, Indiana to catch an HCAC game?
Yeah, it's luck of the draw, actually. I starting with Google Flights.
Okay.
I just look for the cheapest trip anywhere from Portland, Oregon to anywhere in the U.S.
So what's the cheapest trip, $99?
No, well, last year it was $77 round trip to Salt Lake. But I'm like, hey, $106, just a few dollars more, is this place called Cincinnati.
Uh-huh.
And we got tickets, and then I look at how many colleges are within 2 hours drive.
Okay.
Of those colleges, how many have football teams?
Uh-huh.
How many have home games on the weekend that we are there? And that's the key.
Okay. Good.
So then we started eventually narrowing it down, and we got it down between Miami of Ohio and some little place called Franklin, Indiana.
Yeah, well, Franklin, Indiana is much popular than Ohio, because Ohio has that other university in it that's not very good in football.
That's right.
They cheat.
Right. That's right.
Now, up north, there's a team in Michigan that plays pretty good football, and there's a team down south, down in Bloomington, that's playing pretty good football too. What got you started doing this?
Honestly, the love of football. I mean, we all played high school football, but just the love of football, and it's grown. It's everything from we've gone to NFL games, and I grew up. It's kind of weird. I lived in Oregon, but I grew up watching CFL games. Somehow, with our standard cable, we got CFL games. And I just fell in love with football, and it just grew from there. And college, CFL, and here we wind up in Franklin, Indiana.
So are you guys retired, or do you work till Thursday and you take a road trip Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
So listen, I'm the second to the oldest. So normally there's 5 of us.
Okay.
We had a couple calling sick.
Okay.
We have the old man. He's still working. I'm still working. And the youngest of the group has been retired for more than a year now.
He's a firefighter.
Yeah,
That's why he's retired. He's done his danger life.
Yes.
So explain to. So is it every weekend, or is it just once a year, or
it's literally once a year, honestly.
Okay.
Once a year, and I just look for the month of September or the month of October.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 months I look at because I'm going to look at, do we have a chance of semi-good weather? And that's it. And so once a year, and this year happens to be Franklin, Indiana.
What hotel did you get to stay in last night?
Oh gosh, we're staying
the Quality Inn on 31. Yeah.
Yes.
You had free breakfast this morning.
That's right.
There
just
you go.
Right down the road.
The Hampton is our sponsor. You should have went to the Hampton. But we travel a lot ourselves, as you know, at IndianaSRN. When they said these guys are from Oregon, it's like, okay, they're pulling our legs. But you've really enjoyed doing this, huh?
Oh, man, it's been absolutely amazing.
And you like Celebrity Day. I mean, you got the key to the city. You got the football. I mean, when the AD gives you a Franklin T-shirt, you're top notch, fellas.
Let me tell you, literally, we show up not knowing anyone.
Yep.
And, I mean, it's only halftime. And since halftime, we've got free entry into the game. We've got a free museum tour of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Okay.
And what was the other thing that we got there? There was one more thing.
Well, the food the food you had.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Yep.
People have been absolutely amazing. I cannot talk.
Who's your hospitality?
Oh, it's been amazing.
So what's your favorite TV station?
Absolutely, without a doubt, it's IndianaSRN rocks. Woo!
I like it. Thank you. We'll take us time out when we come back second half. Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. You guys are the bomb. It's great. This is going to be great. I can't wait. When our CEO said you've interviewed who and what, it'd be cool. Thanks, fellas. Have a great trip home.
Thank you.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
It's halftime at Franklin College and Fott Stadium. The Grizzlies controlling this one so far, 28-14 the score. Had a fun halftime session, a little bit of everything right there. Coach, always so good about getting people to come in and talk about their job, talk about their life. You learn some things about people from Oregon who decided to take a trip to small town Indiana here in Franklin. So very cool stuff, but we got a second half now that we're about to play. The final seconds ticking off of this one. Both teams back out on the field. Some quick numbers from that first half. Some things that stick out to you. Passing yards for Franklin, they've nearly doubled up Manchester. They have 249 through 30 minutes of play compared to Manchester's 132. A lot of offensive plays. Each team has ran 34 or more, 39 for Franklin in that first half, and they have 309 yards of total offense compared to Manchester's 156. Third down conversions also. Manchester 0 for 6, but Franklin has been pretty good on third down, picking up 4 out of 5. Time of possession fairly close. The penalties, probably something that Coach Mike Leonard talked about in the locker room. 7 in that first half for the Grizz, but they still lead things 28-14, and they will kick it off to Manchester to begin this second half. Alongside the coach, Keith Myers, I'm Jarrett Lewis. Thanks for checking in with us on IndianaSRN today. As a lot more cloud cover. Feel like the temperature has dropped a couple of degrees since kickoff. Here's the return from Campbell, and he has it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First half numbers for the quarterback, Caleb Hall, 10 of 18 for 132 and 2 touchdowns, was sacked once, and that was to end the first half. And then Franklin picked up the fumble, preventing the Spartans from tacking on any points. Manchester has to feel pretty lucky with how that first half ended overall, having picked off Franklin in the red zone and preventing them from making it a 3-score game. So here comes Hall and the rest of the offense. They're at the 26. The snap to Hall and the give to Lewis, and nowhere to go. Immediately taken down. We've called his name a couple of times. Braden Baker, he's come alive, the sophomore from Bedford, Indiana. Loss on the play of 2 for Lewis. He was just shy of 30 yards rushing in that first half. Hall will roll out to his favorable side, coming back and off the hands of Skinner, who had to adjust and reach back for it. Pass just off the mark, and now a 3rd down and 12 coming up for Manchester. Wind staying steady. Flags still blowing. Hasn't really affected the offenses too much, although Hall has seen his last 3 pass attempts fall incomplete. Third down, feeling the heat, and Lewis wasn't ready for it. Pressure from Franklin's Carter Edney. The senior forces the incompletion, and a quick 3-and-out here for Manchester. In for another punt is Estrada. This will be his 4th punt, technically. One of those punts was recovered after Franklin botched the reception. That would be Moore. He'll let this one trickle away from him, and it's going to be good field position. Again, that wind really affecting these punts when they're going towards the south. And that one rolls in favor of Franklin into the Manchester 45. You're back. Where's my food?
Pardon me?
You didn't bring me. Where's the Coke at? I thought you were bringing up some Coca-Cola and
they were all hot.
Popcorn and
I had a popcorn there.
I'm just messing with you.
Needed to take a break.
I don't blame you.
I worked during halftime.
Yeah, you're a hardworking man. You did it all. You interviewed the IT guy, the cheerleaders, and 3 randoms from Oregon. Deep pass, first play, down to Lee. Touchdown, Franklin.
Made it look easy.
You were right on time. 2 catches for Jeremy, 2 touchdowns. That one from 45 yards out. A quick strike from Franklin to make it 34-14.
There's close to being about 3,000 people here. This place is packed.
Oh, it's always packed at Franklin. This is a little town that loves football. Right now, the Grizz are looking good. What a way to start the second half. A quick 3-and-out, and then a strike deep downfield to Jeremy Lee. Extra point is no good from Overton, but it's still a 20-point advantage for the home team, 34-14 now in the third.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Welcome back to Franklin. The Grizzlies feeling good. After forcing the 3-and-out, Marshall Kamichik goes 45 yards downfield to Jeremy Lee. This kick will not be fielded by Campbell. It'll head back to the end zone for another touchback. And another look at it. Beat everybody on that defense.
I mean, he beat 3 people down the field. And
ran all the way down and
high-fived one of the fans. I like that.
Jeremy Lee, 2 catches. 2 touchdowns, 70 yards for him. All 4 of Franklin's offensive touchdowns have been through the air. They also have the punt return touchdown from Chase Moore. Back out on offense is Manchester with Hall. Swinging it out to Lewis, and those two have just not been able to get much going. Hall has looked Lewis's way a couple of times and still without a catch. Last week, Lewis had 6 receptions in the loss against Capital.
Updated scores here, man. Mount St. Joseph 21, Bluffton 0. That's with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
And that's a big game, too, because Bluffton is 2-0 in the conference.
Rose Hallman is losing to Baldwin 45-0. That is at the end of the third quarter. And Anderson and Hanover. Hanover leads at the end of the third quarter 48-0. And there's your scores.
They get Manchester on the false start. Referees had the discussion. We'll see. Looks like the Franklin defender jumped into the neutral zone.
It did
that was
look like that. We won't argue.
Devontae Brown nearly intercepted off the deflection.
Almost caught that off his back.
Hayden Durnall was in the right place, right time. That makes it third down after the false start, 3rd and 15. Six straight incompletions dating back to the second quarter for Caleb Hall. More noise from the Franklin crowd. 5 seconds on the play clock. Spartans get it off. Setting up the screen, and A lot of traffic there for Plattner, including his lineman. Hall had to search for him. And the Franklin defense also in the vicinity to force the incompletion.
They have not really had a consistency offensive pattern, have they, all game? There's been spurts, but not just a dominating piece.
They scored on their very first drive. Best punt of the afternoon so far, and a dangerous sliding catch made by Moore.
Slid into second base there.
But the best punt of the afternoon from Estrada. Yeah, as we were saying, back to the touchdown to Lee. Got behind the defense. Manchester has not scored since that first quarter. And you also add in the punt that they recovered on the fumble from Moore. They scored on the second play after that with a touchdown to Skinner. But other than that, it's been 5 punts from Estrada, a fumble to end the half, and also a turnover on downs. This drive for Franklin will begin at their 39. Winkles gets tripped up for maybe a yard.
This is all you need to do. You need to gain positive yardage, but I think right now you just run the ball.
Winkles, quiet night altogether, 9 carries, 23 yards. Wilkins has had some carries also. They'll throw it with Kamichik. Has some levels. He'll go to the second level with Jordan Fonda, his 4th catch. Puts the ball into Manchester territory at the 44, so a gain of 16.
Again, plenty of time all day long. Winkles has unofficially 20 yards.
With the first down at the 44, back to Winkles. Not much doing there. Colvin Gilbert, one of the guys in on the tackle. He's a sophomore. Got to give credit to this Franklin offensive line. Will Hagan, Isaac Fisher, Corey Brannigan, Ben Romke, and Jackson Adams. No seniors on that offensive line, but some big boys. Given Kamichik all day long to find his target. This one's a quick hitter, and he knew it right away. You could tell he was off the mark trying to throw it to Isaiah Miller.
Looked like he threw it off balance.
And the interception wasn't fully Kamichik's fault. Other than that, just 6 incompletions.
Mm-hmm.
And throwing it to a lot of different guys.
You ready for his quarterback rating?
Yep.
214.7.
That's still really good. Not as good as it was at halftime, but still really good. Nearly intercepted, but tipped into the hands of Jordan Fonda.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
A bad ball off the hands of the Manchester defender and into the hands of Jordan Fonda. Watch it again.
Whoop, whoop. And then he's going, what do you do now?
Laverian Campbell is going to be kicking himself later over that one. Had an easy interception. Instead, it's 6 points plus the extra point from Overton. Franklin leads 41-14.
It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
The Grizz well in control now. The kickoff from Williamson will head into the end zone for another touchback. 41-14 after the touchdown from Kamichik to Fonda, his second touchdown, and Kamichik's 5th passing touchdown of the afternoon. That's a pretty good day at the office.
I would think that's a good day.
Through just 2 quarters and some change.
I would think that Franklin might be looking at bringing some more young men in the game.
Nearly an interception for Campbell. Instead, Fonda's second.
And that's hard to do with the deflection.
Fonda on the day, 5 catches, 128 yards. Before this play, we get a whistle and a false start.
Well, you have a problem when all 11 players didn't come set.
I think everybody was ready except, or no one was ready except the center. Same play on the ground. Plattner nearly gets it back to the 25. Plattner's just a freshman, getting a lot of playing time, and he probably will get it a lot more maybe than expected, as this lead for Franklin has jumped up to 27. Two receivers both sides. Hall will go towards his left, and the tight end, Skinner, his 3rd catch. Good for a first down and a gain of 14. Another look at it. Skinner back towards the top of your screen, right on the hash marks, with Moody right behind him. We have not seen really anything from Frank Moody. Over the middle, back to Skinner, snags it as he was
I tell you what,
getting hit.
He's got great hands. He's a big dude, and he's got some great hands.
15 this time from Hall to Skinner. Those two working pretty well together. One of the longer plays that Manchester has had. Hall, not much time this time around. Pushed back all the way to the 46. And credit the sack to Carter Edney. Coming in.
Nice swim move.
Beat the right tackle. And down there at the bottom of the pile is Max Malone. He came from the other side.
Lost 8.
Second down and long. Hall, off balance throw.
Guess 2.
There's Skinner again.
Skinner is from Kendallville, Indiana. Went to Central Noble High School.
I can't say I know where that is, to be honest.
North.
Okay. Third down and 9. Trying to get Franklin to jump. Hall has to move towards his left, throwing across his body, and the catch. The freshman, Marquez Williams. It looked like a couple of guys for Franklin were sitting there waiting for that ball to come in, and Williams cuts him off.
Look at the patience. Yep, 89. Is that right?
Second catch for Williams. Another pass from Hall. Wanting to go deep and double clutches a couple of times before throwing it into the turf. Hall is closing in on 200 yards passing. Kamichik is close to 350. Gonna be a lot of passing upcoming for Manchester the rest of the way out, trying to make this one a little bit closer. An empty backfield for Hall. The blitz, and read well by Hall as he throws it into Plattner, who has a first down.
Plattner also went to East Knoll High School. Teammates went to the same school.
He's at the top of your screen in the slot. Two catches for him. 6 different guys have caught a pass from Caleb Hall now this afternoon. Hall feeling the heat again, but just has to get rid of it. Pressured by Durnall. Can sense some activity in the skies too. Some showers in the forecast for late this afternoon into the evening. And that rain might stick around into tomorrow, especially across central Indiana. Here's Hall again. Boy, nowhere to go with it. Good coverage down the field and some more pressure. Javonte Brown getting into the backfield.
You know, they move down the field, and then when it comes down to the red zone, they have been struggling all day.
This will be the 11th play of the drive, and every play has been a pass from Caleb Hall. They whistle the play dead. I don't think everybody got set.
Yeah, I think they had a false start.
That's the third false start of this quarter. The 4th for the game and the 6th penalty altogether.
6 penalties for 42 yards for Manchester, 7 penalties for 59 yards for Franklin.
Makes it 3rd and 15. 4-man rush. Hall has time, and he delivers. A strike, a catch, yards after the catch, and a first down. On 3rd and 15, Manchester picks up 18 with the reception to Ingram.
That's got to be frustrating for your teammates.
Ingram took a big hit, too.
Right there.
From both sides, it appeared.
cut him in half.
First and goal down to the 3. Plattner's the one in the backfield. Slant over the middle.
Oh!
Broke it up, T.J. Merritt Jr. Check that. Shamari Giddings.
From Logansport, Indiana. He's a Logansport Berry.
Shamari wears number 1.
So does Brandon Wilkerson.
Amari Giddings wears 21. Those two on this Franklin defense. So an incompletion. Logan Hall trying to get it back to Skinner, but that one's incomplete also. Third down now for Manchester. Would love to get 6 here and probably 4 down territory as well. Lewis is back in the game towards his right, but Hall won't give it to him. He'll heave it up back to the end zone and out of the reach of Ingram. I think the Manchester sideline wanted a
pass interference,
either a penalty or maybe mad at how Ingram had worked that route. Now it's 4th and 3. Play number 15 of the drive upcoming. On 4th and 3, Hall intercepted. And down the far sideline, pushed out of bounds, Devontae Brown. He's been in the backfield all game. This time he drops back and picks off Hall. The Spartans on a 15-play drive that goes 75 yards almost, and they get nothing.
Boy, that's just frustrating as a quarterback. I mean, that was a very good drive. Did this get tipped at the line?
Not really sure who Hall was, I think, trying to fit it into Moody.
Yep.
But a whole bunch of congestion over the middle of the field. Hall is the one that has to force Brown out of bounds. And back over to Franklin. They start at the 27. On the jet sweep to Wilkins. Wilkins cuts it back. Tackled at the numbers. Down to the 46. Pretty good play on first down and a gain of 19. On the end around. Good blocking out in front. Fonda and Miller. Probably see a lot more of Wilkins the rest of the way out. Grizzlies need an 11th man out there. Good thing they had some time on the play clock for Wilkins to get back out. Play clock got down to 1, and Coach Leonard was forced to burn a timeout. 5:19 left to go in the third. Franklin football when we come back.
Fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Font Stadium out of the Franklin timeout. They have 11 guys out there. Faking it twice. Kamichik down the field to a new receiver who skies up for the catch. And hauling it in, Marlon Gans, the senior from Cincinnati. Nice ball from Kamichik and a better catch from Gans all the way down to the 19. "36 yards. First action for Gans. A couple of new guys out there as well. We'll get their names in just a second. Wilkins will stay in as the tailback. And he bumps and barrels his way down for an 8-yard pickup. In the return game, we've mentioned DeAndre Kirby. He's a new receiver out there, as is Dawson Slaughter. Back to Wilkins, who lowers his head and has a first down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. First and goal for Franklin at the 5-yard line.
All well played game here by Franklin.
Franklin has found their juice. Manchester has, you can sense, run out of a little steam. This third quarter has belonged to the Grizzlies. Wilkins, a cutback at the hash marks. He's still going.
Fumble.
Someone's helmet came off as Wilkins.
I thought that was the ball at first that lost his head.
And someone's still down for Manchester. They'll check on that player. Meanwhile, we'll step aside. Franklin threatening to score again.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
How do you like our disco music? You gotta like our disco music?
Now, is that from Nathan, the producer, or is that from the Wizard, Jerry Collins?
Well, the Wizard and Nathaniel got together and they made this soundtrack, and it's called the SRN Disco Track.
I like it.
Yeah.
And Franklin's going to like that. Wilkins, the score. The first touchdown that isn't a passing one. Wilkins scores from 1 yard out. That makes it 47-14 Franklin. A man on a man, a good block from Elijah Flowers, the tight end, to open up the hole for Braden Wilkins. Extra point up and good from Overton. He's made all but one. That makes it 48-14. The offense just rolling now for the Grizz.
Let's take a look at IndianaSRN and the HCAC network games for next week. Bluffton is at Rose-Hulman. We have that game for you. Also, Bluffton and Rose-Hulman on Senior Day for men's and women's soccer at 1:30 and 3:30. So we have all three of those broadcasts for you. If you're an Indiana High School Athletic Association soccer fan, Our A team is heading to Martinsville and will be doing the semi-state. Games are at 1, 1:30, and 6. Go back to next Friday night. We're at Newcastle, Greenfield, Whiteland, Seymour, Indianapolis Lutheran, and Covenant Christian.
Just about something every day on SRN, and it'll only pick up more once we head into basketball season. Can you believe that?
I received our basketball schedule yesterday from the HCAC. Oh my!
Gonna be busy.
35.
That's good news. Here's a kick, Williamson. It will trickle out of bounds.
35. Those are things that drive you nuts as a coach, though. You got 48 points on the scoreboard. You're playing pretty good defense, and then your kicker kicks it out of bounds. I mean, it's something you could argue and yell about, I guess, during the week. I don't see Mike Leonard yelling at people, do you?
No.
I asked him if he wanted my autograph today. Did you hear what he said? He says, I got 7 pins, but I don't need your autograph.
All the pins weren't working. That's why he's got 7 of them. He's looking for the 8th one.
What a nice man. Always has time for us. and EG.
Looks like some new receivers out for Manchester. Hall will remain the quarterback after the kick goes out of bounds, putting Manchester at the 35. The final 3:05 left to go in this third. Hall stepping up, keeping his eyes downfield, and will now tuck it and slide forward for 7.
GM still down there telling all the people to get excited, isn't he?
I think he ran his hardest out for that tee after that kickoff. The energy, the motor is always there for the GM. Here's 2nd and 3. Hall, chase from behind. Penalty marker thrown by the umpire. This will likely push him back. That's the 7th team penalty called on Manchester. And it appears this series will continue to be dominated by Franklin. We talked about it at kickoff.
Did you say 25 to
2, dating back to 1998. Right now, Franklin is on a 3-game winning streak in this series, and to begin this matchup,
got a false start.
Franklin won the first 21 games. Manchester continues to shoot themselves in the foot here. This game at one point was 21-14. Hall back to pass. Over the middle, wide open. Catch for Ingram. Picks up more of those yards. 14-yard pickup. Here comes 3rd down and 4.
New center checking into the game.
Ingram and Skinner appear to be 2 of the starters that are in for this Manchester offense. A good fake by Hall. He has the first down, tackled right at the midfield line. And the running game, that's something that still sticks out to you. Franklin, we talked about it, a pass-heavy team. They have 100 yards rushing, but they have limited Manchester to just 34 after that carry. Three-step drop for Hall. Looking for Skinner. Put it right in a good spot. But just off his hands.
Oh.
More pressure from Franklin. Forces Hall out. Sliding grab and hit after he got up, but he was down on the catch. One of those new receivers, Keaton Weaver. Weaver's just a freshman. Another look at it.
Look how he caught this ball, Jarrett. This thing is at the hip. Nice catch, way to protect the ball when he went down.
Weaver, a product of Hamilton Heights High School. A blitz from Franklin and a good recovery. Slipping and falling was Williams, and then he got up at just the right time to make that catch from Hall.
They got lucky that they did not get caught for roughing, because I think that was pretty close. Watch this hit.
That was Drew Servies, who's been everywhere on the defense. The defense as a whole has looked good for Franklin. They lead it 48-14. We head to the fourth and final quarter.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew. Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh main lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine. Your waffles, m'lady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Back to begin the fourth quarter on HCAC.TV, powered by IndianaSRN, with the Coach Keith Myers, Jarrett Lewis with you. The rest of our crew upstairs.
Nathaniel
the
Finchel there.
Well, yeah, I was getting to Nathaniel at one point.
And then upstairs.
Upstairs is Troy D.
He has done a great job today. I love hanging out with him. We're going to be busy with him next week as well.
You know, he said the same thing about you when we were at the tailgate. He said,
that's nice.
He said, man, I just love hanging out with Keith Myers. Here's another ball down to Weaver. This one will be incomplete.
That's very nice of him. Did you give him money or?
No, I gave him my second hot dog that I was going to eat, but he looked hungry. He said he loves you, but you don't feed him enough. You don't compensate him.
Is that right? Is that what he said?
No, we get treated very well here, whether it's from Keith or from Franklin or any other HCAC school. Six-man rush, hit as he throws, jump ball, and no one's going to come down with this one. A flag will come down, though. Ingram, the intended target, and another penalty, I think that's going to go against Dorsey.
Okay.
15-yard penalty. Moves Manchester down the field to from the 27. This will make it a 12. The 12-yard line. Yes, that's where the referee will stop.
That was awful close.
Maybe balanced out, equal action between the two.
48-14 might cause a little bit of that.
There's also 14:48 on the play clock.
That's
take a
pretty
picture.
cool.
Take a screenshot. Give to Plattner, and he'll go backwards 1. My phone says it's 80 out. Does it feel like 80?
It feels 80.
It's a little not sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
That's the word for it.
Much better ball here from Hall, and he finds Ingram in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 12-yard score. We'll make it 48-20 at the moment.
We have rain in Terre Haute, partly cloudy skies in Columbus, light rain in Lawrence, and light rain in Speedway.
Looks like we're going to get some rain
early
here soon. It's on its way. See if we can fit this game in. Extra point is up and good from Ridgeway. He's 3 for 3. Just an overall great environment around here. And as the leaves are going to start changing a little bit more, get closer to Halloween, plenty of conference games left to go for both of these clubs. The mood, pretty good if you're a Franklin Grizzly fan.
Yeah, there is definitely a positive feel here on campus. I think it's the cheerleading trivia.
They heard about it, and they couldn't resist. They had to make their way down to Franklin College. That's what I think he was being modest a little bit, the guys from Oregon. They heard about the cheerleader trivia, but
is that what
they didn't want to hype you up too much. That's why they came down here, really.
Okay.
It's a hit, though. I got to admit. I wish I would have came up with that.
Well, I thank our friends at Aspen Creek Girl.
Pooch kick from Ridgeway. Picked up and across the 40. Another great return from Kirby. He's had a few of those. Brings things out to the 42-yard line. Next up for Franklin will be a tough one. They have to travel to Cincinnati to see Mount St. Joseph. And for Manchester, it doesn't get any easier. They're on the road at Hanover. Meanwhile, new quarterback in for Franklin and a couple of other new guys.
That Hanover team's a very good ball club. We've seen them play earlier this year.
Devlin McGee is in, and his handoff is to Levi Johnson, the freshman. Cloverdale player. McGee had to come in for one play back in the first half when Kamichik lost his helmet. And a first down on the first play into Manchester territory. And no need to hurry, of course, as well. Most of this fourth quarter still intact. But we'll see what McGee, a senior, what he can do. Another give to Johnson. Some space to work with and lowering the shoulder. Running over Cameron Puryear.
The running game is now that's all you really need to do. Run the ball, run the clock. Don't have anybody get hurt, and you have a victory.
Quite a day at the office for these Franklin starters on offense. Marshall Kamichik coming off a really good game in the loss to Rose last week. an even better game this afternoon, unofficially 21 of 28 for 380 and 5 passing touchdowns. Johnson keeps the train rolling, keeps his feet going. A first down and more, down to the 32. Three solid runs so far for Levi Johnson.
You know, we have not seen the trick play, the Mike Johnson trick play. We've seen one 3 times in a row.
Remember
here.
the first?
Oh, that was good.
The
80
very
yards,
first
wasn't it?
game
Yeah.
that we had on IndianaSRN this year for Franklin. That was against Ohio Northern a few weeks back.
That was a big win for them.
To open up the season. A trick play to start. Back to Johnson. Well, you like having Johnson as your second back, third back.
Fourth back.
You have Wilkins, who I guess would be considered the backup to Winkles, but Johnson as a freshman, already a bright spot. All 4 plays have been to him, as Franklin will work to burn as much as they can off this fourth quarter clock. Back to Johnson. Again, this one might be coming back.
I think he got a hold.
Flag from the umpire. The hold, Corey Brannigan, also of Cloverdale.
He gets a lot of Central Indiana kids, doesn't he?
And also just a freshman. So him and Levi Johnson seem to go way back. I mean, that's got to be one of the cooler feelings you can have as a 20-something-year-old.
Yep.
Actually, if you're just a freshman, you might be 18 or 19, but you're still playing football with your boys. 2nd and 13. Back to Johnson, and he takes away some of those penalty yards and a little bit more. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 coming up. The crowd quiets down, and you can actually hear a little bit from Coach Leonard, almost the huddle, yeah. Another snap, another give. Johnson. He's not tired yet. About 2 yards shy of a first down. So Johnson on his 6 carries has had at least 4 on each of them. The offense will stay out there. Might as well. 4th and 2. At the 24, Manchester bringing everybody in, but Johnson runs right by him. Through the middle between the hashes down to the 16-yard line. Johnson and this O-line kind of having their way. Now at the 8-minute mark, about halfway through this fourth quarter. The Manchester defense gets into the backfield, pushing Johnson back for a loss. Tackle that time, Xander Swihart. We talked about it in the pregame too, Coach, how you're coming off that loss. You're up 21 at one point over Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming, you lose that game. Probably a sour taste in your mouth after that one. A hard week at practice. And the response from Franklin in this one over Manchester. Not just winning, but winning convincingly. The third quarter especially was the spark. Coach Leonard, though, he's been doing it a long time. He knows how it goes. And he got his guys ready for this one. You'll want to ride this wave into next week, too, having to travel, having to go into a tough environment against a tough, well-coached team in Mount St. Joseph.
Has he touched the ball every single play this series?
That's run number 10 for Johnson. And he might get it again on fourth down. Looks like the offense is staying out. This is most definitely in Overton's range. That's if he's the place kicker. You also have Ian Williamson, who does the kickoffs and the punting. 4th and 4. Another give to Johnson towards the right inside the 10. He needed the 8, maybe the 7.
He got the first
and
down.
He did, just
barely.
It was close, and it is enough. First down and goal from the 7.
Did they start this drive with 9 minutes to play in this half?
No, more than that.
Was there 11?
It was closer to
almost 12.
Yes. So they have chewed up at least 7 minutes. Back to Johnson. A nice spin move. Bouncing off tacklers. Close to the goal line, tackled at the 2.
You got to give it to him. You got to give him the touchdown, right?
Levi Johnson has carried the football 12 times this drive. This drive has been dedicated to him. He's got 67 yards.
Okay, fellas, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give it to 24.
Yeah, at this point, do you even
I mean, the defense
actually
knows
say the play out loud, or
no,
you just say, hey,
it's your
this
turn
guy,
again.
this guy. Back to Johnson, play 13, down to the 1. And the signal is he's short. That makes it 3rd down and goal. Does Johnson even look tired?
He doesn't. He doesn't look tired at all to me.
Big number 24 on the right of McGee. Will they give it to him on play 14? Manchester brings the house. They pack it in. They stuff him. He's going to be short.
He's got to be frustrated.
But he's got half a yard to go. Would love to see him get rewarded for his hard work.
Or how you being the quarterback and go, okay, I'll call my number.
How funny would that be if McGee sneaks this in? We'll keep McGee in the gun. Play clock winding down, moving some guys around. 4th and goal, half a yard to go. They give to Johnson. He won't make it.
Nope.
Manchester holds. And the 15-play drive with all plays being a Levi Johnson carry is all for naught, but it does take off about 10 minutes of the game clock.
I mean, that was a great drive. I mean,
you know, Franklin's going to win this game, of course.
Yes.
Whether it's by 27 or 20, whatever Manchester can do in this final 2:44. But if you're an offensive lineman, you're probably thinking, man,
how many times did we get
like,
the ball?
I feel like I
Come on, brother.
That was a great drive, but man, really wanted to have it pay off for the boy Levi. Incomplete pass to start here.
Getting a little darker, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You can tell when it's a convincing win because your trainers are already putting away every single piece of item they have that they brought out.
Hardest working people in the business right there. After the incomplete pass from Hall. It's 3rd down from the 2. Hall back to pass again. Slings it out to Plattner, and it's off his gloves.
That ball was almost intercepted.
After it was run from Franklin, Manchester
pass.
Looking to pass, not taking too many seconds off, and now here comes Estrada and the rest of the punt team. Jace Moore thought he was done for the evening, but he puts his helmet on, and now he's going to head back to the sideline. They'll bring out a different punt returner who will stand right at the Grizzly at midfield. It's Dawson Slaughter. Too many guys out there for Franklin. You saw someone trying to run off, and Coach Leonard called the timeout. Those are the little things.
Well, those are the things that you teach in film, that you come in, you throw your clipboard against the wall, you throw your marker. How are we going to be better if you can't do this? You know, that those type of things. I had a basketball coach at Howe High School who we lost by 15 points, and we had 38 turnovers, and he took the ball rack and threw it against the wall. Needless to say, he got our attention.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't lose many more games that way.
That's all it takes right there. If you're
well, that's old school football. I don't think they do that anymore. I'm not sure. I have not been yelled at. Well, I've been yelled at my producer Friday night, but other than that, that's.
Estrada with the back of his feet towards the line. Slaughter will let this one go down as Manchester trying to push him into it. Pick up one final possession, but it'll go over to Franklin. They will pick up their first conference win. They will move to 3-3. And now once it reaches 0.
Well, the crazy thing is you're 3-3, and all your games left are conference opponents.
And tough conference opponents,
oh my gosh.
too.
You still got Manchester left on your Mount St. Joe's on your schedule. I think Rose Holman is still. No, not Rose-Hulman.
Franklin just played them.
Hanover.
Yep.
Anderson.
So McGee, final 2:18. The new back, and he tricks everybody out, running into traffic and then outside of the traffic.
Do we have a flag? I see a flag.
Yeah, it's back towards midfield where the line of scrimmage was. Meanwhile, Nelson honoring the carry, but the hold will push things back. So replay the down and the final 2:07.
Don't forget, we get the 2-minute timeout.
And now we have reached the 2-minute timeout before we get the final few plays from Franklin to wrap this one up. This broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Any video or audio use without the express written permission of IndianaSRN or the HCAC is strictly prohibited.
The announcers are paid by IndianaSRN.
And Keith Myers,
well,
the coach. Any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints should be directed at Coach.
No complaints. So if you like to sponsor Franklin football, here's how you do it. Coach at IndianaSRN. Hey, we're looking for 5 sponsors to help us with basketball. If you're an alumni, can you help us? Coach at IndianaSRN.org.
We're excited for basketball season. We're excited for the rest of this football season. We still got a ways to go.
Yep.
Back to the ground game. And another new Franklin back getting some reps in the final moments. Jake Thrash.
You could pretty much kneel this the rest of the way, couldn't you not?
Mm-hmm. Well, terrific showing on both ends.
I was impressed with their defense in the second half. They stepped up a lot.
Yep, just gave up the 1 touchdown to Ingram. But other than that, forcing 3 punts, a fumble.
What you don't want to do here is get somebody hurt.
That's going to get some boos from the home side. We'll step aside one final time. We'll come back to wrap things up from Fott Stadium.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school.
Out of the Manchester timeout, the final 1:06. McGee will keep it. He might pick up the first down. He will. Taking some Spartan players with him. The clock will stop for the moment. Have discussion on the far side, too. McGee will come out after picking up that first down, and he'll hand over the quarterback duties to, it looks like, Josh Bruner.
Mm-hmm.
Thrash gets another carry. We'll only need
They don't have to run a play.
0 more plays. That is correct. The game clock is just under the play clock, although the Franklin offense may want to run one more with
Nah, I think you just knew it here.
their fourth quarterback in, Donovan Ward. And Ward will do just that. Time for a little celebration for Franklin. Coach Leonard, a lot more pleased walking off the field this week. After the homecoming loss to Rose-Hulman, the Grizzlies respond 48-21, your final. Franklin led to begin the game. Manchester tied it up twice, but the third quarter was the big one where the Grizzlies extended their lead and never looked back. Both sides of the football playing extremely well. Some quick final numbers for some of their guys. Marshall Kamichik unofficially 21 of 28 for 380 yards and 5 passing touchdowns. 2 of those went to Jordan Fonda. 2 of them also went to Jeremy Lee. And the other one to Trevor Winkles. A lot of different guys with catches. At least 7 guys caught a pass today for Franklin. And the ground game finally found something. We talked about how heavy of a passing attack Franklin had, but running the football, Braden Wilkins had a solid day, 8 carries for 54. Trevor Winkles with a little bit of damage too, 10 carries for 26. And Levi Johnson, who controlled that entire drive and ate up most of that fourth quarter clock, he had just shy of 70 yards rushing. And then forcing turnovers too, the defense for Franklin. Coach Leonard has to be pretty pleased, I think, with this win.
I would think so. They'll take tomorrow off, I'm sure, and hit right back ready to play next week. We want to thank everyone who made it possible for us today. We want to thank you for listening. Again, looking for 5 sponsors for basketball. Give us a call or send us an email, coach@IndianaSRN. We appreciate it. And have a great Sunday, everybody.